So this is a little movie of our new house, odd as it is to say that, which we're mostly taking to keep track of what happens to it over time, and especially as we do these renovations, but also to show everybody who's curious what it's like. This is the front from the street, and one of the first things you notice is that odd corner door. Let me walk to you. Our contractor, who's really into these kind of things, is quite enthralled by the corner door. He thinks it was very well architected by whoever built this in about 1890 or so. So that's the front. You can see down here there are all these gorgeous flowers, and I'm told practically everything here is in a flower, or is a flower of some sort, and should be kept and is very exotic. However, it needs to be trimmed. We certainly concur in the latter. We don't know how to do that, so we're going to get help from Dad and Kathy and other people who know how to garden. This purple flower here is supposed to be a butterfly bush. I don't know if that's a species or if that's what you call a bush that lots of butterflies come to, which they certainly do. Here is the house from a different angle. You can see the same butterfly bush in the lower right. You can see the screened-in porch, and you'll notice how the exterior of the house changes as you move back. That last bit is a new extension put on by the previous owners in around 2000, and it's quite nice. Anyway, I'm going to shut this off and then go inside. Before we go in the front door, or the side door here, let's walk down to the garden, which is a fair ways down from the rest of the house. This is part of the gardening advice we're going to need from Kathy and Dad. And here's the weeping willow tree in the backyard. It was planted there to dry out the wet space behind it. And then this is the back of the new area, the new addition. That green door leads to a great whopping mass of storage space underneath the addition, which is all dry, but it's not heated or anything. But very useful. And well, that's the backyard. It even comes with a space for a grill. And we need to do something about the grass growing through the flagstones, but otherwise it's all very nice. Lots of flowers, lots of hummingbirds. Goodness, what are we going to do with this all? Anyway, here's our neighbor's house. Okay, I'm looking at the addition now and walking into the back entrance to the addition. Take a quick look at the door into the basement. It is a generic basement. It is dry. We know there's been no standing water there since at least 2000 when they put in some plywood walls. Generally looks like a basement. Here is the front, or the back door, the new bathroom, about which there's not a lot to say. It's a bathroom. We go back into a hallway, into a room with a gas stove, nice high ceilings, and this is the new part of the house about which we're going to do nothing, and looking out at the lawn. There's no porch or anything. The lawn is quite a bit lower than the house and slopes away from it, which is probably a good thing. That's all for now. I'm going to walk down this hallway, past the bathroom, into the kitchen, which is here. It's a very dark kitchen with very high quality but somewhat old cabinets and countertops, almost all of which we think is going to go, and a stove and a wall. And here you start to see one of the interesting things about this building. Everything that they did and upgraded, and everything that's important, is in very good shape. The plumbing, the electricity, the roof, which is brand new, the stuff they put in. Anything that was aesthetic they ignored. This sort of off pinkish wall, you can see they painted over wallpaper and it cracked. Take a look at the painting around this door frame. Very sloppily done. And our contractor said it was really weird because the wood was very well, all of the work that was done other than the painting was of very high quality. So anyway, this room, the kitchen, is extremely dark. And the door you're looking at now is into the living room. And this is the area, this is the wall that's going to be taken down. And that will open up the room into the dining room here. So this wall here will be the back of a cabinet with a countertop, so a sort of bar peninsula kind of thing. There's some lovely built-in cabinets here and here. And then this thing that sticks out is a chimney, so that is staying there. Nice windows, nice bay window. About half of these windows have been replaced with very high quality Andersen windows. The original windows are, well, original. So I'm going to take a break. Now from the living room, we walk into what we call the front room. This will be mostly a place to put Alex's toys and a guest bedroom. It's a nice room. It's got hideous wall-to-wall carpeting, and underneath it there are nice wide board fir planks under here. Supposed to be in very good, supposed to polish up quite nicely. They've been painted with a horrible ugly green paint, which the contractor and the home inspector both think was taken by the owner who sold in 1996 from the shipyard where he works. So it's a ship paint. So we've decided to have the floors here refinished, because what else are you going to do? It's really the same kind of green you find in the bathrooms of battleships. The wallpaper is the least offensive wallpaper we have in here. It's just neutral with lots of old seams, which is really quite nice compared to the grand hallway. So here's the corner door. You can see that I'm walking through. Nice door, nice wood. All of the door frames are quite pretty. Here's the corner door, the stairway with the nice banister and railing, all solid as a rock. And this wallpaper, which is quite something. It appears to be only 1 or 2 layers thick, so it may well date back the 30s, the 50s, nobody's quite sure. Water stains from a plant, not from the outside. So this wallpaper has to go. The plaster seems to be quite sound, except in 1 or 2 places, to the surprise of our contractor, but they just lived with this wallpaper, single layer on the plaster, for ages and ages. Anyway, now I'm going to walk up the stairs. Here's the stairway up to the 2nd floor, and we'll start again. It's hard to do this place justice without a wide-angle lens. This is the landing to the 2nd floor. These are where the bedrooms are. This is going to be Zorana's office. Nice and light, good skylight. The wallpaper, as before, is interesting. There seems to be 2 layers. The 2nd layer is also interesting. It's sailboats. This water damage is at least 20 years old. It's where they replaced the skylight with the new one. It's absolutely dry back there. We had the home inspector check. But it also means that these folks lived with this charming look at least since about 1996. At the same time that they redid the roof very nicely, they redid the electricity and the plumbing, and they never thought to switch this. Anyway, Zorana's mystified. Even I, who am not the most aesthetic guy out there thinks it's a bit odd. In mass, the effect of this wallpaper is quite remarkable. Now, across from this office room is the main bedroom. Again, those stains are old, though we will have to do some work on the windows. And closets and wallpaper that's very special. Sort of interesting. And up here, this is a hole for the flue of a wood stove that was in here, which goes to the chimney. Better look at the wallpaper. And two fairly big but dark and scary closets. Light bulbs will be added. Paint will be done. Nothing that is paint has been touched in this for ages. And then the piece de resistance, bathroom version 1.0. It's 12 feet 4 inches by 4 feet long. This is a 2-foot door that I'm looking through. Nice old bathroom. This is about 16 inches across. So Zorana has decreed this has to go, and I guess I agree with her. So this wall here is going to move into the office by about 2 feet. And this window here, the bath will go against that wall, the bath and the shower, and we'll replace it with a transom window. That's the contractor's idea, and I think it's a good one to keep the window not exposed to wet and rain from the shower. And then this is Alex's room, and this room will basically not be touched. It's been repainted. We'll probably repaint it again, but it's in good shape. And other than that, here's the hole for the old stove that used to be in here. And here's where the stovepipe left our bedroom and went into the chimney. Both the contractor and the home inspector were vaguely horrified that anybody tried to do it and surprised that the place didn't burn down. As they say, that wouldn't have been in code even in 1900. So you can see the walls the doors need repainting, but they're otherwise good. The house is settled, and this door will be fixed so that the gap is at the bottom and not the top. That's apparently easy enough to do. And that's just a big closet. Alex thinks it's the scary closet, but also is thinking that he'll sleep in there with a sleeping bag and make it into a fort. So that's all for now. Hope you all found this interesting.